is senior correspondent Aline Wiratmaja. Hey Aline, so which stocks are added to the MSCI and which ones were removed from the index?
Yes, Akir. Today, June 2nd, 2022, MSCI Global Standard Indexes and MSCI Small Caps Index rebalancing are effective. As part of its May 2022 semi-annual index review, 4 Indonesian stocks have been added to the list. There are other minerals Indonesia, 3. There are other minerals Indonesia, ADMR, Sumber Alvaria Trujaya, AMRT, Vale Indonesia, or Inco. Meanwhile, Indosement Tunggal Prakarsa was deleted from the list. So 3 additions, 1 deletion. We will look at the new constituents. ADMR gained more than 2,000% since its listing date in January 2022 this year, but buy the rumor, sell the news. That's what happened today to ADMR and other stocks which was added to the list. ADMR was a massive sell-off on the last trading day in May, and also today on the effective date of MSCI Global Standard Indexes rebalancing. Investors took the opportunity to realize their floating profit. ADMR today was down 4.48% to close at 2,130. Sumber Alvaria Trujaya or AMRT also closed lower by 1.1% at 1,800. Vale Indonesia or Inco also declined. Let me see the latest data by 3.65% to close below its psychological level 7,925 here. So 3 stocks which were added to the MSCI global standard indexes were down today. As I mentioned before, buy the rumor, sell the news. That's what's happening today. In contrary, Indosement Tunggal Prakarsa INTP, which was actually deleted from the MSCI Global Standard Indexes, surged 1.54% to 9,875. So different stories, even though some actually are having a good news, good sentiment being added to the MSCI standard global indexes. Other than that, MSCI small cap indexes rebalancing are also effective today. There have been 11 Indonesian stocks being added to the list. Akhir, KB Bukopin or BBKP, Bank Neocommerce, BBYB, Bumi Resources Minerals, BRMS, Cisarua Mountain Dairy, CMRI, Harum Energy, HRUM, Indosement Tunggal Prakarsa from MSCI Global Standard being deleted and now being added to the MSCI Small Cap Indexes. Matahari Department Store, LPPF, Medica Loka Hermina Hill, and Metro Data Electronics, MTDL, MNC Capital Indonesia, BCAP, and Surya Esa Perkasa or ESA. Well, 2 Indonesia stocks were removed from the list. Akhir, Indosat, Uridu Hutchison, ISAT, and Pura Delta Lestari or DMAS. While the composite index was closed stagnant today, Akhir, we can see on Thursday trading at 7,148. All sectors except 3 were closed in the negative territory. Those book gains today were IDX Infrastructure surged 0.15%, IDX Transportation and Logistics advanced 2.01%, and IDX Techno soared 4.43% today. This was fueled by GoTo Gojek Tokopedia, which jumped 13.16% today to close at 344 above its listed price. Indonesia Stock Exchange Authority just announced the addition of GoTo into 3 main indexes in Indonesia, namely LQ45, IDX30, and IDX80. Effective since June 8, 2022, the decision was taken as part of fast entry evaluation towards GoTo's performance. As stated by the authority, GoTo is replacing Waskita Karya WSKT in LQ45 as well as in IDX30, while in IDX80, GoTo is replacing Buyung Putra Sembada or Hoki. That's why GoTo's price we see today is skyrocketing, gaining 13.16%, making its market cap reaching 407.42 trillion rupiah akhir, because GoTo will be considered to be part of fund managers' portfolios when they design investment products. GoTo
Right.
has been traded 1.89 trillion rupiah in value on Thursday, or on today. I mean, GoTo just released the first quarter 2022 results. GoTo still recorded net loss to as much as 6.61 trillion rupiah. It's a big net loss actually, but the stock went up very significantly today due to the addition of GoTo into three main indexes in
Right.
Indonesia.
So,
Akhir.
yes, Aline, interesting. Overall, it's a positive development on the market. So, next question, just briefly, could you tell us about Indonesia's inflation data that was released today as well by the Central Bureau of Statistics?
Yes, this data has been anticipated by market participants. Akhir, the Central Bureau of Statistics announced consumer price index increased 0.4% in May 2022. Month-to-month inflation year-to-date was recorded 2.56%, while year-on-year consumer price index was up 3.55%. Inflation in May was driven by increasing prices of air transportation fare, eggs, fish, and shallots. Bank Indonesia is still optimistic that inflation rate in Indonesia will be under control this year. Controlled inflation rate provides positive catalyst to capital market akhir, as central bank will still have some room to maintain BI 7-day reverse repo rate at its current level, the historic low interest rate for Indonesia, to support full economic recovery from the pandemic amid the geopolitical crisis in Ukraine. Akhir, S&P Global also released PMI manufacturing data today. Indonesia PMI manufacturing stood at 51.8, slowing down a bit as in April. Actually, our PMI manufacturing was recorded at 51.9. So above 50 is still expansion, still good, but it's slowing down a bit. Akhir, the slight slowdown was caused by supply chain constraint. Previously, Indonesia has been in expansion zone for 9 consecutive months, so Indonesia is on the right track towards full economic recovery.
All right.
Akhir, back to you.
Another good news, yeah, for today for Indonesia. Aline,
Yes.
hopefully we should have more time for this, but I think I'll talk to you later about any development related to the issue. So thank you very much for now, Aline.
Okay, thank you.